Women, no, hold on. But as for this conversation, I will admit I am one of the few people who did not know who Simone Biles was until this situation. However, I want to say something, and I know some of y'all might feel away, get mad at me. Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me, hold on. Let me finish, because let me finish. Men have always been the prize. And I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can, men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize, that does not make her not a prize. I myself am raising a young man. I'm raising my son is 7 years old. He is a miniature Einstein. He has manners. His manners are beyond most adults that I've ever met. His style of dress, his respect of himself as well as others. I'm instilling in him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers, it's always been since the beginning of time, women will fight over a man, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept, but at the same time, they're going to accept, like back in the traditional days, that as long as the house is taken care of and he pays all the bills, he can have those 2-3 families up the street. You know what I'm saying? Men have always been the prize. We have gotten to a point where we disrespect our men so much. I worry so much about what the world is going to look like when my son becomes of age to date and to court and to marry. Because I will never let any of your daughters tell my son that he is not the prize. That will never be a thing. And if you have sons, nephews, whatever the godchildren, you should not ever tell your son, oh, she is a. Do you guys see what type of young girls are being raised? So you're telling these young girls that they're a prize over the son that you're putting your time, that you're actually the man who's supposed to be the provider that you guys are looking for, the man who's supposed to be the protector that you guys are looking for, and you just want to sit back and live a soft life. He's not the prize. That will never.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. Call Layam La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekak Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Achium out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. And that just explains to you that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai speaks through his men, and not just any men, not just any nation, but the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians, man. That's who Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has chosen to be his seers, his spokesman, his watchman, his mouthpiece. All right? Period, man. The Lord only speaks through his men to prophesy, to warn, to edify, to uplift, to condemn, etc. All right. Now, as you heard in the prior clip, which you still see right now, she was talking about men as the prize, in which we've discussed that fact. But let's get to the real facts. Men are special in the prize. Okay. To Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Again, men are special. The prize to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So we're going to grab a few average precepts. I wanted to grab 4, but Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai directed me to grab more. Okay, so I don't want to write this out. This is uplifting, edifying, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf. And in the kingdom, our women will realize the actual blessing and privilege and position of their men in our nation, man. Our women will actually realize the statement that this woman is making right now about men being the prize in the kingdom. Okay, they'll actually understand the position, the lot that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has given the men of our nation. Okay, and I'm talking to you women. Okay, and it's not to say that you women are not special. I'm just showing you through the scriptures of what she's stating, but through the eyes, mind, and voice of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So let's continue. This is the book of Revelation. I'm going to go to the chapter 5, and I'm going to start off at verse 9. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book. Okay, and this is talking about Yahweh Shai is worthy to open that book and to reveal the understanding to, bring life into that valley of dry bones. That's what this is referring to. Okay, us receiving the understanding and being raised back up to our rightful lots. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us unto the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. And why is that statement being made? Because we were scattered to every single nation across the four corners of the earth. It's amongst every single nation. Here's the point, verse 10 for this lesson. And has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. So the Lord looks so highly upon his creation, upon his chosen, upon his inheritance, his men, that he's making us kings and priests. And from us being awoken, us studying, us having these lessons being brought forth through the prophets by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we understand the lot, the task, the vocation comes with being a priest. That's a very, very important task, an important lot, an important position to have. And every single man in the nation of Israel will be a priest and a king. Okay, and furthermore, the 144,000, that's another beautiful position that we hope to be a part of, that we're fighting for as the seers, the spokesmen, the watchmen of Yasharallah. Okay, to be a part of the new government body, man, that's a blessing again. That's a special privilege from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But this is just another thing that shows you that the Lord sees his men as the prize, as a special possession, as a special I can't even think of the word I'm trying to get out of my mouth, but as a special men. Let's just say that, just to keep it clear and direct. And let's keep on. Let's grab some more, man. Okay, let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 1. Because in order to be a vessel that's doing the work in the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, what do we need? We need that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 1, starting off at verse 14. And also the fear, because that's the beginning of knowledge. To fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is the beginning of wisdom. And it was created with the faithful in the womb. Now that's two things right there. Okay. One, it's like three, excuse me. Okay. First and foremost, it's telling you that you have to fear the Lord. And also with it's telling you that you have to fear the Lord, that's the beginning of your wisdom, your instruction. Okay. And it also is telling you, Slack is 4. And it's also telling you that it was created with the faithful. Okay. Because, as it says in plain scriptures, without faith, it's impossible to please him. And we must have faith. Okay. In the womb. So the Lord gave us all these things when he was forming us in the womb. He ordained us to be prophets. He made us to have fear of him. And with us having that fear, that unleashed that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding. And it was created when he made us in the womb. Okay. With that faith, everything came, man. And that's another example to show you that the men are special to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 15, because it's going to expound more. She have built, okay, that's that Sophia, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. She have built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed. To fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is fullness of wisdom, and filleth with men, okay, and filleth men with her fruits. She filleth all their houses with things desirable, and the garners with her increase. So it starts with the men. The men hold the true understanding, knowledge, wisdom. Again, understanding from on high, given to us by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. It starts with the men. And again, this is also another understanding precept to show you that the Lord is dealing with his men. Okay? It starts with the men. And this is also another precept that proves that in the eyes of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, men are the prize, man. Okay? Because we could have went to, I shall make a man, more precious than gold. A man shall be a covered. But nah, we those are, strong basic precepts. But let's dig into it really. So let's jump to Revelation again. And let's grab this. Revelation 21. And I'm going to go to verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. Okay, so it starts with men. The men get the understanding, the knowledge, those positions, okay, become the kings, the priests, becomes the governors of the earth, the leaders of the women and children. It starts with men. And in the very near future, in the kingdom, you women will understand why certain women like her make these statements, man. Okay? You'll understand why. Okay, but the precept is self-explanatory. Let's keep on going. Because not only will you understand that, you'll understand this too. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 7, starting off at verse 10. And I said it is so hard, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. Did you hear that? I'm going to read it again. 2nd Esdras 7, verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. So the world was made for us. Man, woman, and child of the nation of Yasharallah. Okay, Israel. Okay, but who's going to govern that world? Who's going to lead that world? Men. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So what does that mean? It starts with men first. Men are the leaders. Men are the providers. Men are the protectors. Men are the guiders. All right? So let's continue. Let's jump back to Revelation. Okay? Let's jump back to Revelation. And let's eat, man. Let's eat. Revelation. Okay? Revelation chapter 14. And I'm going to read verses 3 to 4. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne. And we're singing that new song right now, that the only people that are going to be able to receive this song is the chosen, which we hope and pray to be. And before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man, okay? Because again, the Lord is dealing with men. And it's not also to say that the Lord is not dealing with women, but we're staying focused on the aspect of what she's saying, but through the scriptures, because she's talking about men. She's talking about men being the prize, men being the value of the relationship, the value of marriage. Okay, she's putting men on a pedestal, and we're showing you that Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai is doing the same thing. We're showing you how Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai looks at his men. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women. And that when it says defiled with women, it's not talking about an actual woman, laying with her, doing all types of sexual acts. No, it's talking about these false philosophies, these false religions, these false doctrines. You know, we didn't cleave onto the Nation of Islam. We didn't cleave onto Buddhist, Baptist, 5%er, the slave plantation Christian church, etc. The atheists. We didn't cleave onto none of those things. None of those things resonated with our spirit. You know, we went through all these things to find the truth, and we finally found it, and we cleaved onto it, and we never departed. Adonai Ratazah. Okay, these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. So we follow, Lord willing, we are those men. We follow the Lamb, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, his son, in all our captivities. We always came back to the Lord. All right. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men. Okay, being the first fruits onto the Lamb. So like it being the first fruits onto Yahweh and to the Lamb. So what does that mean? The first fruits, that means they were chosen before the creation and foundation of the earth, man. Okay, just like the nation of Israel is the chosen nation. That's the Most High's inheritance. But inside the nation of Israel, the Most High has his favorite selected men. Okay, that he's always raised up in every captivity to do his will, to speak his words, and he's always been with them. He's always protected them. And he's prepared us for this day, right now that we're having right now in this captivity, man. Okay, so let's grab a few more. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and I'm gonna start off at verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. And that's talking about Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai is the former of all things. Okay, and some of those things that he do on the earth, he does through Jake. Okay, and our portion is not like these heathens, man. Our portion is the creator of everything, the creator of the heavens and the earth. Okay, that's our portion, but the heathens' portion is it can't do nothing. It can't save them. It can't answer them. It can't heal them. You know, it can't do nothing for them, man. But our portion is great because we have the portion that made everything, and even our adversaries, even our enemies, man. Okay. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. And that's talking about us, the nation of Israel. And who fights the battle? Women? Do women fight the fucking battles? I don't think so. I think it's men that fight the fucking battles. Okay? Again, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So this is another precept to show you how much the Lord values his men in Israel, how much he thinks of them. Okay? That he puts them on a pedestal, that he really sees them as the prize. Because he's going to use Israel, the men, to break the nations into pieces, to put the nations in chains, to put the nations right back in their rightful goddamn order, man. It ain't gonna be sweet. Trust and believe they get more than a leather belt ass whooping. All right. So let's continue, because again, we already proved the Lord, you know, he speaks through his men. And Yahweh Shai made that same statement, but in a different way. So let's grab this, because the Lord chose those vessels, those prophets, okay, those men that do his work. He chose those vessels and gave them to Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So let's prove that. And that's the only way we can get to the Father right now, because the Father can't look at us because we're so contaminated and so corrupted, man. You know, as it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 64, verse 6, our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. Okay, so, you know, our prayers go directly to Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is reciting our prayers to Yahweh. Okay, this is the book of St. John, chapter 6, starting off at verse 44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him at the last day. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's raising up his men, okay, making his men shine right now, as you see. Okay? He is raising up his men and making his men, matter of fact, and that's why you see that glow on us. You see a different look on us because that glow is you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna let the Bible speak. I'm gonna let the Bible speak instead of me breaking it down. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 1. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? We do. Okay, everything has been revealed to the prophets. Okay, as it says in the book of First John chapter 2, I want to say, ye have an unction to know all things, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. So that's why they look at us different, man. Because we have so much knowledge, so much wisdom, so much understanding, the true knowledge, the true wisdom. That makes this wisdom look foolish, man. That makes this wisdom look stupid compared to what we have, man. That's why we have a different countenance, a different look about us, a different glow about us, man. And believe it or not, these people see it and they know it, man. So let's jump back to St. John chapter 6. Finish that out. St. John chapter 6, starting off at verse 44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of the Most High, every man. Therefore thou have heard, it's like it, therefore that thou have heard and have learned of the Father cometh unto me. Okay, so hey, it's clear as day, man. The Lord sees his men, not just any damn man, because some of these women might be talking about the so-called black man and don't even know that the so-called Hispanic, Native and some Indians is in the same family as the so-called black nation, as they say. Okay, and some of these broads that say the man is a prize, they actually talking about all nations. I'm making it a fact known to you that the real men that are the prize and special and near and dear to the Most High's heart is the nation of Israel, those men. Okay. And also, too, the Lord, I'm going to close out here because the point's made. The Lord made it so, the Lord gave the men of Israel so much power, man. So much freaking power that a man, starting off with your father first and then also your husband, can actually do this to you women's prayers. Again, let me say it again real slow. The Lord gave the Israelite man so much reverence, so much of a high position, and put him on a pedestal, sees the man as high value, etc. That the man, first and foremost, starting off with your father, then going to your husband, can do this. Numbers chapter 30, starting off at verse 3. If a woman also vow a vow unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear the vow, and her bond wherewith she have bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she have bound her soul shall stand. Now listen, here's the point. Verse 5. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she have bound her soul shall stand. And the Lord Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall forgive her because her father disallowed her. So a man, again, first and foremost, your father, then your husband, has the power to tell the Lord not to acknowledge your vows, your prayer, man. Okay, you can go and read this for yourself. Numbers 30, you can start off at verse 3 and read on down. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna read the husband portion just for edification. I'm gonna read the husband portion. Let me see. I don't know what I want to start at, man. It's basically the same thing. I don't gotta read it. It's the same thing, but y'all can go read it if you want to. Like I said, it's Numbers chapter 30. But I'm gonna leave it right there, man. So as she said, the sister wasn't off what she said, but I just want to give you a few precepts that we've heard over and over again. This is just to make it known that the Lord looks at the men as special as the prize because He's dealing with the men, etc. There's other precepts I could have grabbed, but I didn't want to make the lesson too long. So I'm gonna just leave it right there. And I don't want to wrap this out. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just gonna say, Koho Layam La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakat Kudash, Wathawada, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakat Kodash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Adawan Ratazah until the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.